Welcome to episode number 53 of Me and My Big Mouth podcast. I am the host Tuck, and as always, I have a great show for you. Saving your relationship. On today's show, we will be talking about saving your relationship. See, we're not just a podcast that like to talk about the problems. That's easy. We also like to give solutions. And today we're going to attempt to save as many relationships as possible because I see now that people tend to give up on love a lot easier. But before I get into, there is something I must do, and that's allow my panel a chance to introduce themselves. So to my right.
I'm Jessica. You can follow me on Instagram at _Jess_Michelle_.
I'm F. Terrell Johnson. You can find me on TikTok at Terrell_J.
I'm Damon. You can find me on Instagram at Mr. Tuck _88.
I'm Jess, which is short for Jesselyn, not Jessica, not
calling
Jocelyn,
Right.
not Jessie Lynn,
Right.
not short for Jesselyn. Go ahead.
At where?
I'm bitching and juicy.
Saving your relationship. Now, we all know the crippling components when it comes to devastating a relationship. So we're going to state the obvious. Surviving infidelity. Now, before I get into like the solution, is cheating the end all be all?
It's definitely up there.
You said
It
it's up
comes
there?
with a lot of different
No, I don't
factors
think so.
to it, though.
Yeah.
Because, like, by the time you cheated, you know, lied.
Definitely lied.
And I think too, it's a difference if you cheated one time and you made a mistake. But if you are her habitual cheater, every time I'm turning around, you stay cheating, then yeah, that's an end all. Yeah.
But what you said is not cheating is not the end all be all. Like some people, once they get let's do men mostly. When we get cheated on, we don't do second chances for the most part.
No,
And we need to fix that.
I got too much pride. Don't let me find out.
See, that's the problem.
Well, no, I can't think about some other man doing what I do to her
Why you think about it?
because I'm a man. Like, no,
But
like,
to me, it's different circumstances. Like if you was been cheating a whole lot and then she cheat, I mean, I feel like I could forgive you, but after that, like it's on you.
Like, what if you cheated once and she cheated once? Because you said a whole lot.
Yeah, I got to cheat a whole lot.
All right, let's go to like. So you do believe it's end all be all if it happens to you?
if I find out,
Is women more forgiving than us?
Hell no.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes, they are.
They are.
Well, you know what?
Hell no. They
I
ain't
think we're
forgiving.
more tolerant.
Hold
I
on,
think
hold
we're
on.
more. I think we're more tolerant, and the reason why I say I think we're more tolerant is because just because we stay, don't mean that we forgive you. Because oftentimes we'll stay, but we still gonna continuously bring it up. Every time we get mad, we're gonna throw it in your face, and when you do that, you have not forgiven the person. When you truly forgave the person, then you're not gonna, of course you're not gonna forget, but you're not gonna bring it up every time you get mad. So we may not be forgiving as we may want to portray ourselves. I just think we're more tolerant.
All right, let's walk through like the steps of cheating. Like we can do men or women. Let's just bunch them all together. Like you're in a happy relationship, you feel like y'all are vibing, and you do find out that your partner has cheated on you. Let's go to stage one. What is it that you need first once you find out?
I need to get my mind right.
So time.
Yeah,
So like let's go from the perspective of we're gonna switch up perspective. All right, let's go from the perspective of you found out they cheated.
mm-hmm.
So you would need time.
Mm-hmm.
And in that time frame, shouldn't you put your love next to that mistake?
I'm not.
Shouldn't you put your love?
I'm not. I'm being totally honest. I'm not.
Next-
No, I'm not.
But then why would you need time?
Because I need to get my mind right. Because in my mind, I'm saying, yo, this bitch just cheated.
That
on
shit
me.
ain't gonna go away. You still gonna think about it. I don't think so. I think. You
I
still
mean, if
gonna
he
think
react
about
right then in that moment, it'd be a whole lot different than getting time.
That's even
Yeah,
better.
so
Like, what's a
reflect on it.
decent amount of time?
it.
I don't know. I can't
Never.
say that. But just like she said, in that same instance, you find out in that instance, and then if she's around,
So you said time, but you already made up in your mind that it's not gonna happen.
that was yeah, because of my ego.
Like if you found out your man
Well,
cheated, how much time do you need to get over it? And do you need time apart?
Yeah, get
I-
away from me.
Hell no.
I need
I
you.
wouldn't.
Because that
no,
drive me
I
crazy.
wouldn't-
I'm
I
gonna be
wouldn't
wondering
want
what you
time
doing when we apart.
I wouldn't want time
That yeah.
apart.
And you want him to get away?
Yeah, because I can't think looking at the problem.
You
So
damn
I'm
right.
be ready to set it off in this motherfucker.
Hell no.
And I need a little space before I go outside your
I'm gonna go
head.
crazy thinking about what the fuck you doing. You didn't cheat when you with me, so
And that's the men problem because, and I'm guilty of this. Like some people, because I'm sorry, I want you to speed up your forgiveness process.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And like most men act like they can really be sorry at the heart, and she's not doing what I normally want her to do.
Is that being
Which is-
selfish?
It's definitely
Yes,
selfish,
yes.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes, you're
But
selfish.
you're over it.
huh?
But you're kind of over it.
But-
You're kind of past it. You moved on.
You the
But
person
in
that
that
did
moment,
it.
it ain't about you.
Fuck you mean?
It's not about you because you created the issue.
But
Right.
you know what you did was wrong. And hopefully you won't do it again.
So when you,
Nigga, Mom.
no, I'm saying if you cheated and you really was sorry,
Right.
how much time will you? If she said I needed time, just let me be. How
Yeah.
much? How? When do you hit her up?
You don't. You just
Oh,
shut
no.
up. You just
No,
shut
you
up.
still.
I don't believe
you
in that time
still-
shit.
Because if you don't give her time, you are now becoming a manipulator.
Yeah.
No, you're not becoming a manipulator, but you might be smothering her.
That's
Right.
manipulation.
And that's
No,
gonna
it's
run
not.
that's
No.
gonna run her away.
in some form.
Okay, if she asks you for time for an offense you did, and you're not respecting her time,
Yeah.
why would you not respect it? Because you want her to get back to doing what you want.
Or you might be guilty.
No, because
I'm sorry. You might feel guilty.
because when she's not listening, not answering, blocking, you're literally powerless.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because you don't like the feeling that you cause, you're not going to respect her time. Because if you feel like long as I get a chance to talk to her,
I can get her.
I can convince her.
Mhm.
But even when you're slick talking and convincing,
Don't work.
she hasn't processed fully what just happened to her.
You making it too complicated.
Because
It's
no,
not.
this is how
No.
men get women back, but women punish them the whole entire time.
You still look. Break it down to this right here. Your anxiety is of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's just the unknown because you don't fucking know.
But that is not your privilege anymore.
I
You
know.
gave that up.
Of course, but it's still. We are still
Where's the
human.
butt?
This is called
Huh?
surviving infidelity.
I get it.
Not doing the same shit that didn't survive it.
Okay.
So it's like, so when you do something, you got to kill your pride and your ego.
Yes.
Because you just said me,
Yeah. Yeah.
when it should be her.
Yeah.
It has no. It has to be her.
Who gives a fuck
When-
about your
when-
anxiety when
but
you
when-
just caused
Yeah.
the heartbreak?
But when do you stop that though? Like
You're not the person that's in charge at this moment.
Yeah.
Your pride has to die because of what you did.
And that's torture.
You know how when you
you gonna torture yourself.
no
You gotta
this
walk
this
away.
this is what happens. Like when you go and commit a crime
Yeah.
and you go in front of the judge, you are at the mercy of what?
The judge.
The court.
Yeah.
That is what happened when you do offenses to people. Because she is now the judge.
And it feels that way.
It feels
It
that
feels
way.
just that way. And it's like, God damn, like,
And guess what your lawyer is?
oh, I don't.
Your manipulation. You're trying to convince somebody that you don't deserve to be put in jail or put out. You'll take probation, meaning that I'll give up a couple passcodes. I promise not to do this. You know what I'm saying? You'll do all this shit.
And I think also
Sneaking on
it's
it soon
part
as
of
Yeah.
taking
Soon leave out.
accountability.
Right.
You know, if you've done the offense, then you have to not just take an accountability of, okay, I'm sorry, I cheated, I'm wrong, but you have to take accountability for everything that comes after that.
See, that's,
I don't know.
no.
You can't make me pay for that.
Hold on.
For the rest of the relationship, though.
Hold on. No, it's a difference between accountability because I'm sorry and I mean it from the bottom of my heart and I tell you that I fucked up. That is a form of accountability.
The first time.
No. Whether it's the first time or the second time.
No.
Listen. When I'm sorry, that is a form of accountability. We just don't want to take the punishment.
But taking a punishment is also still part of accountability. I'm accepting the punishment for my actions.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, like, I don't want to accept you walking out my life. And I'm going to do everything possible not for you to walk out my life. And I'm not wrong for that because I'm actually fighting for something that I love.
Yeah.
True.
So, okay, I have
That's
a question.
cute,
So
but the
how
fight
are you
should've
going
been
to
started.
fix your brain to never do that again?
You should learn
It-
from the first time.
It
Just
go
off the rip.
no. Well, yes, you should learn from the first time. That's
Oh, you mean how to
Textbook.
fix your brain and not cheat again?
right. Now,
Okay.
now, wait. Hey, you fix your brain to say, do you ever want to see her hurt like that again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you going right into it.
It's-
That's a part of letting your pride die. You know what's crazy though? Because we're gonna go to the victim part of it. Even though you hurt and you're crying, you need to ask yourself, what did I do? You need to ask yourself, what did I do? You're not responsible for what they did, but
Mhm.
you could have played a part
Right,
in what
yeah.
they did.
Yeah.
Like you have people
Mhm.
that value work and not value each other. You have people that respect their boss, but not their man. So even in your midst of pain, that's why time is important. You have to ask these questions.
So you caught me on one part. So you mean to tell me that I'm fighting?
Meaning if you're the victim this time. If your woman cheated on you and you got time to process it,
Okay.
understand she's wrong. And you're right. But you still have to see what part did you play.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As to what you said, she listens to her boss at work, but she don't listen to me.
Right.
So I got to fight through that disrespect to be with her.
Right. Now, this is what men do, right? And that's good because when we do cheat, ladies, y'all don't know this, but we have to convince ourselves before we start,
The first time.
whether it be the first or the second time.
No.
You still have to lie to
first time.
yourself about what you're about to do. Like, men don't just cheat. It's process. Like, it's a buildup. Sometimes it could happen on a fling, but usually a time it's planned. It's premeditated.
Yes.
And some men use a problem at home to push them, give them the excuse to go over the edge.
Some do.
Probably
But
most.
don't
Nah.
you think too, if a man cheats, maybe it's not even necessarily about maybe what the woman didn't do or wasn't doing. Maybe it's something deeper with inside them that they
Mhm.
need to work out that
Yep.
is causing them to continue that same behavior.
And this is when men become habitual cheaters. Once you step out the first time,
Mm-hmm.
you invite spirits in you.
Oh yeah.
Now that demon that you brought inside you, he wanted to be fed. And when you stepped out, it was great. It was awesome for the most part. This is how you become a habitual cheater with love in your heart for somebody. Like a lot of women confuse my actions with how I truly feel. I mean, this is just the truth. When you actually, it really, for the most part, don't even be about you.
And that right there is probably the most complex thing about men. Everything else about men is simple, but that shit right there is probably the most complex thing that I think only men can understand, but women see it as, which they rightfully should see it as, we just cheated on them.
They see it surface level. They don't see, like I said, y'all can't point out to me a woman that you know that ain't been cheated on. You just can't. But they don't respect our struggle. We ain't gonna never win that fight. Because nobody respects what you struggle with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, if you got a gambling problem and I have a drinking problem, I can literally look at you and say, how the fuck you gamble your house away? And you could turn around and look at me, nigga, how the fuck you drink a fifth in a day? Nobody respect what I don't struggle with. I can't understand what the fuck you going through. I would never do that.
Right.
So nobody has sympathy for each other. See, but when you get a compassionate woman that understands, okay, I'm invested in this man and he has these flaws, right? Is your love big enough to help him become better?
It's not the fact that if our love is big enough, does he want to become better? Because our love can be big enough for him to become better, but at the end of the day, he has to decide that and want that for himself.
When a woman get cheated on, she usually don't support the man that cheated on her, even if she take him back.
But like she just said, is he trying to change?
It does not matter.
It does matter.
Listen, I'm talking about supporting the thing you love. If you really love me, it don't matter how I am. People give encouragement to strangers. Mm-hmm. People that you don't have no love for. You see somebody at the workplace, you see somebody that's going, or even got a look on their face that they need somebody to talk to. You're willing to go out your way to please others, but yet a man that you claim you love, and he has this flaw, you're not willing to support him once you take him back?
Support him how?
When it comes to cheating, hey, babe, are you okay? Are you struggling with anything? You know you can talk to me. See, I would
that's part of community. I feel like that's part of communicating.
What are you gonna say? Yeah, I'm thinking about fucking her right now. Like, what are you about to say to me?
But I would rather for my man to come and tell me. I get what you're saying.
It sounds unorthodox because this is how you survive infidelity. It ain't about you.
I can't have my woman remind me of being monogamous. Hey, you're not fucking nobody tonight, right?
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of unnecessary work.
No, honey, I'm not.
See,
I might not even fuck you.
But it's not like that. It's more of a way of you just coming and saying, hey, how was your day? How are you feeling? Is everything going okay? Are you stressed? What are your stress levels like? It's kind of going in and digging deeper into him, more of just, hey, you don't feel like going and screwing the girl down the road tonight. It's you go about it in a different way.
This is all right. Let's get it. Let's break it down even better. Okay. If your man had a drug addiction and he's recovering from a drug addiction, will you ask questions? Will you support him to make sure he's okay?
Yeah.
Because an addiction is an addiction, regardless of what's on it.
That's right.
I'm curious of why. This is why that shit never works.
I have the answer, Sway.
Because they know how to take you back, but usually they don't know how to forgive or support. And then the same shit happens again, And they're just thinking that you're a piece of shit.
Well, it's hard to forgive because it hurts. It's a scar.
When it comes to an addiction, you can have a cheating disorder.
Mhm.
And if your woman is not willing to support you in that, you're going to be lost and she's going to be helpless. Because her ego, like you said, this is why I say you got to check yourself. Because if it keep happening, and like you said, if it's something in him, why not reach to get it out? But we don't, because we can't remove ourselves because we are hurt within this. We don't want to help. Nigga, fuck your help. Look what you did to me. I'm the one that need help. That's just how it is.
But your help can only go so far.
It ain't no team.
I've never seen nobody properly help. Like the little bit of help that you think you give, you don't give it. You don't give it through real conversations like, hey, are we doing okay?
Yeah.
What are you feeling? He can't even open his mouth to even come out with, hey, babe, I'm going through it. I'm being attacked with this spirit.
Yeah.
And I need prayer and I need support.
Because they don't be that open about it. They're
We
not
can't
gonna-
because you ain't going to be that supporter.
How do you know? Have you tried
Because you're
it?
going to make
But
the
have you
man
tried
feel
it?
bad about
But
how
have you
what he's
tried
going
it?
through.
But
Who,
have
me?
you tried it? I'm saying,
oh,
like
no,
most
yes.
people are not trying, and they're not doing it because they automatically assume that's the case. Y'all don't give us that.
Well, what do you think
Y'all
this
don't-
what do you think this podcast is about? This is what I'm trying to get people to actually try these things.
I mean, I'm just saying though, but to say that, like, it's gonna be effective, like we ain't doing it, like we not willing to take it. You saying that like we
If
can't.
your woman get pissed off with you putting a like on somebody's page, how you gonna tell her?
crazy.
Yeah, I really want to fuck that girl.
Yeah.
How could you come to her?
That's true.
But that's kind of tough because how you going to ask a person who you hurt to help you?
Right. You shouldn't be looking for
It's
that.
not. It's
If-
not even that you're asking the person that you helped to hurt the person
Well,
that you hurt to
forgive
help
you.
you. If I'm in a relationship with someone and if he come to me and he cheated on me, because even though yes I'm hurting, but my love is going to supersede my hurt. I'm going to still be there and I'm still going to support him. I'm going to try to encourage him and do what I need to do. But also with me doing those things, he has to be willing to also communicate with me. He has to be willing to change
Absolutely.
as well.
And then, okay, now me switching back
That's
to
real unrealistic.
the
Poor
person
man,
who is
that's
cheating.
unrealistic.
That's why the shit keep failing. Like
It is for some women. Some women do really operate like that.
No, it's unrealistic because motherfuckers really don't see themselves as a fucking couple.
Because everybody see themselves.
Like, look, how about
it's
this?
you and me.
See
And
separate.
How
Yeah.
I
All right,
feel is
all
how
right.
you
Yeah.
feel.
No,
You
how
right.
about this though? But you really ain't a couple.
No, you're not.
How about this? How do you stay at a job you can't stand or don't like?
Because bills.
But
is
you
a
can't
livelihood,
stay
though.
with a man that you love because he did something you don't like.
Because you got to pay your bills and live.
So you're showing me where your values lie.
Yeah.
Long as
livelihood.
money is involved, you're willing to sacrifice. But if love it ain't worth it.
Love ain't all that no more, man. That shit ain't the same.
For the right person, it is.
Yeah.
It ain't the same.
For the right person, it
That
is.
shit-
Nigga, I'm
that shit
never
dead.
gonna say
sound
love.
hurt.
That
You
shit
sound
ain't
so
all.
hurt. Please
That
get
shit
out the
dead.
mic. You sound so hurt.
Your love dead, nigga. Make that an individual thing. You gave up on this shit. It don't exist
I ain't
for
give
you.
up on nothing.
No, nigga, don't try to get love back.
So what you
You
saying
just said
is-
it's
hold
dead.
on. So what you just say?
What I said is, a person can be at a job for 20 fucking years plus that they don't like, but a man that they
Who the
love,
fuck you know been at a job 20 years plus that they don't like?
damn near everybody that I work with.
You ain't lying.
Man,
That's
they
a
said-
fact.
They said about
That is a
every
fact.
job. And like they obviously have
They
to
come
have
to that
some type
job
of-
and complain every day.
That don't mean that if they complaining, I'm telling you, they just probably just complain about little shit. But
No, I'm gonna take them for
they
their
don't
word.
they don't have to be there. They can always go somewhere else if they ain't love their job.
But
can
some people
always go
don't have
somewhere else.
options to go somewhere
Why
else.
not?
Some people, that's all they got. Maybe the education. They may lack a certain age, especially if you're talking about when you in a certain age group. If you 40, 50 some years old and all you got is a high school diploma, let's just be real. Where you gonna go without having to start back
I'm gonna
over?
be real.
And maybe-
I seen people in construction that age.
And you make no,
You can
but,
do it.
but you have people that this job provide a certain lifestyle.
Mhm.
Complacent.
Yeah, you.
Oh no, you might like
settling.
you might like your lifestyle,
Yeah.
but hate your job
Yeah.
because it provides the right
It's
amount of
provide
money.
your lifestyle.
It provides the right amount of money
Stability.
to get you the house you want, the car you want, your family secure. But you could hate it.
But you're still complacent because you won't motivate yourself to do something
Man,
better.
don't nobody want to go to work anyway. Let's be real. You don't want to have to work.
Like I said, you could be at a job that you don't like. I know plenty of people that do this. Be at a job that they don't like.
Right.
Say they love a husband. He do something that you don't like, and you will quit that fucking husband faster than you will quit that job. Even though it's 1,000 jobs out here, you're not finding 1,000 husbands.
Mm-hmm.
I think society have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They ego.
People
It's ego.
think they have more options than what they
And
really
realistic,
truly
yeah.
have.
Social media.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like this is one of the things that forgiveness. This is what I'm working with because it's you got it. I'm trying to be Christ-like, but this is what is tough. Like it's dangerous. You should forgive. You should forgive. But the process of letting somebody back in shouldn't be easy.
Right. That's right.
See, men that get to like sometimes when somebody forgive you so much,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like they're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you take that situation for granted. It's on you gonna have your cake and eat it too. I got an old lady, but I still don't have to correct who I am
Mm-hmm.
because she always gonna be there. Even if I fuck up, she gonna cuss me out. She gonna fight. It's almost like stages that we know you have to go through before you take me back.
Mm-hmm. Routine.
True.
But
The routine.
I don't know.
But I think also for a woman that continuously takes the man back, no matter how crappy he is, over and over and over, she continues to take him back. I think too, at some point, she has to look at herself, and she probably have. Say that again.
I said she being a supportive woman.
That's right.
Well, to an extent, to that capacity, no. I think it's more so too, maybe she has insecurities or she may not love herself in a way because yes, you can be supportive, but at some point, if I've been supportive and you still doing the same thing 5 years later,
Mm-hmm.
then
It's you. It's just in you.
right. And then I need to take a look at myself to say, well, why do I continue to sit here and be mistreated, taken for granted? It must be because maybe I don't love myself at a certain level, or
But then
I'm dealing with some
second-guessing yourself
insecurities.
because somebody else did. If you've been real with yourself the whole time, why change because of something somebody else did?
But what I'm saying with some women, not everyone, but some women continue to take men back or stay in situations where they're being mistreated and taking things because of maybe their own trauma or because of their self-esteem issues, or their insecurities.
I think they strong.
We in a
people that
ego.
stay like that. I think they're strong.
We're in an
That's
ego.
strong.
It is.
We're in
in
an
a
ego-based society. And I can say that because I got one of the biggest ones. We are in an ego-based society. The reason you should continue to take that man back is if you still have love for him. The reason you should take that woman back is if you still have love for him. And don't tell me you can't do it. Because if your child was a fuck up, disrespectful, not listening, you're not going to leave him.
Fuck that kid.
You're not going to leave him. You're not going to leave him. So you're telling me you can do it.
What about in a situation if, if it's becoming detrimental to you?
Hmm?
What about if it's in a situation where it's becoming detrimental to you? It's now starting to weigh on your emotional health, your mental health. It's starting to make you deteriorate.
Right. So what happens is, like, say if it's your husband, they have this thing called separation. That's when you need to separate.
Okay.
Not separate to get divorced, but separate to make sure you're straight.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you're straight, you can help others.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
What do you think love is?
No, separating is dangerous.
It's only dangerous if you can have the wrong motive.
No, it's only dangerous if you find out who you are through some kind of revelation. And if who you are doesn't match with who you're with.
That ain't dangerous, and you don't need to be there. You found yourself, then you need to go on about your day. Now you fixed the problem.
You need to tell him that.
No.
Because he's the one that's saying separation to come back together. What
Right.
I'm saying is you might separate and then you might not come back.
No, this
That
is what
man ain't
happened.
meant to be,
This
right?
is, this,
I mean,
this,
you still-
no, this is what happened. People love to say that find yourself shit. That ain't real.
Shit.
What happens is,
You know exactly who you is already.
That's not true.
Don't worry.
That's
You don't
bullshit.
find yourself after somebody cheats on you and you go out there and you get your confidence and your ego back. And it makes you feel like you found yourself. No, it was already there. You just been hurt. But you ain't just found this epiphany and I'm a new person.
Yes, you do. Because
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. Because it's not only about you being cheated on. You have been with this same person for, let's say, 10 years. You tend to forget who you are within those 10 years.
All right, so
Yeah, I
for
agree
for
with that.
instance, right?
Mhm.
Like you have some, like let's just put it in football terms. Like DeAndre Hopkins. He was with Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought he fell off.
Mm-hmm.
He was always that good.
Right.
He just, once he went to Kansas City, it was able to flourish.
And why is
Just one
that?
game, man.
Because he left.
He's in a better situation.
Right. But he's still separated
That's
from
just
the
one
old
game,
and now he
though.
got the new.
No, I'm just saying, like, but your person that you're separating and hoping they get better could be a new person. Don't nobody really separate to give a break and actually build back up. People celebrate to get to divorce.
Yeah.
But we're trying to survive infidelity.
Well, no, that's not true. When some people separate, they do try to get back together. Because when I separated in the early parts of the separation, we did try to get back together.
I did the same thing when I separated. I had to take a moment because like you can't talk to that person right then and there. You have to clear your mind. It's going to be just y'all talking at each other on a constant basis.
Yeah.
You got to make things clear, like outside of, like reevaluate the situation by yourself.
Let me ask y'all a question. And like just the men, we all did it. How many times were you in a relationship where you cheated and somebody took you back? And how was that process?
Everything that we just discussed.
I'm saying how many times? You ain't got to put the real number on it. Just
Oh.
put a number. Is it more than 3 times?
That has happened.
With the same person?
Yeah.
And they came back.
Oh, twice.
And what was the process?
The same shit that we just discussed earlier.
No, I'm talking about like what was your process?
Change a little bit, and
Huh?
then change a little bit, then slowly go back to the fuck you was doing. You
But-
gonna do a little extra shit, and then they gonna get comfortable, and then you gonna go back to your shit.
When she took you back, did she really have real process to heal before
Hell
she took
no.
you back?
Hell no,
Did you change before she took you back?
no.
Could she even like this is what happened because women are so emotional, right? That if they see a glimmer of hope, they'll take
That
you
wrong
back.
with it, yeah.
You ain't even gotta prove that you fully changed. You just gotta look like you fully changed.
Mm-hmm.
That's why pretty words work on women.
But honestly, is that bad though? If she gave you that opportunity, like no, you didn't.
I don't think it's
You didn't
bad.
get a full chance to like.
It's
You
very
didn't get
bad.
a punishment.
It's
You
very
didn't get
bad.
a punishment.
If that man hasn't dealt with himself and you take me back, we're gonna destroy each other.
Yeah.
But what if she bring you back and she say, "All right, we like say for example, like what you just said,
Mhm.
she bring you back, but she has the expectation. She just ain't hammering it over your head. Is that not enough for you to be like, damn, all right, she
Like,
let me back in, or you have to go through that stuff that you said was not supportive?
Like, no, I'm saying if she bring you back, even with jobs, when you get a new job, they put you on what they call a probationary period, where you have to prove that you're a good worker. Now, if I cheated and if she cheated on me and I take her back, I'm not going to take her back fully. And I'm going to let her know, well, we can work. We're going to work on each other, but we're going to stand it out to see if you change and I'm actually seeing a change. Not that I can talk smooth to you and I can make you feel better because you're in pain. Women take men back still in pain.
Yeah.
That is not a person that should be making any decisions. You can't make decisions when in pain because you're looking for any type of relief. And because I love you, you ease my pain.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, it's not always the case. Cause
You just hate that I'm kicking ass right now.
No. Cause let me tell you,
Damn.
let me tell you some
Let him
petty
cook.
shit. Some petty shit that I did when I was like, I went through the whole marriage counseling knowing I was leaving,
Damn.
and and I was like, all right, once we finished everything up, I'm like, okay, yeah, we good. And then I was giving him an opportunity to fuck up. In my mind, I was anticipating, waiting for it. And then once I found out, I was like, yeah, got your ass. Told
And
you.
she talking about
Told you.
supportive.
I was.
That ain't no fucking
He
supportive.
didn't know I wasn't
Ain't
supporting
nothing
him.
about that
He
supportive.
didn't know. He didn't know. So how did he not know if it was a supportive or not?
So you
I
walked
was
that
going
man
through
to the
the-
cliff.
Set him up.
Hey, listen. He could have turned it around.
That is
He could have
most-
turned it around.
And
I
you
He
was
could've
on
pulled
shit
him
shit.
I've
back.
ever heard.
I
You could've
gave
pulled
him
him
enough
back.
rope to hang himself.
Oh man.
See, when you go with expectations of, I know there's some bullshit.
Why don't I have
I'm
to?
just going to walk through the steps, nigga. You going to do the same thing as if your energy you can hide your energy.
Yes, you can.
I
No,
wish he would've
you
did
can hide what
right
you
to
say.
prove you
He was
wrong.
hopeful.
I wish he would have did right to prove her wrong.
I wish he would have too. I
No,
wish he
because
would've.
when you a red flag seeker, anything he did,
Everything he did was that's
motherfucking cough wrong.
Mm-mm.
That's why I'm saying I wish he would have did right to prove her wrong.
I sure wish he would have.
Can you imagine that type of lifestyle where somebody is watching you fail? The person that said they love you is anticipating your failure instead of watching to observe your stumbling blocks.
Hey, my boy, you said you was gonna change. You said it, so you changed. Hey, I'm here. What's up?
You here
didn't
to watch
make
him
that
change, but are you here to help him change?
I was
No
there.
support.
How you figure I ain't supportive?
You just watch because you already
Cause
got,
I
you
was,
got his play set up
No,
from
I
step
didn't.
one.
You
to-
acting like I brought the pussy to him.
you might as well have. That's
Right.
what I feel like.
Right.
Like let me
Do
go.
none of that. Mm-mm.
So even when you saw him starting to move the way he used to move, you didn't stop him.
I said so to him.
What you say to him?
I mean, hey, listen.
I don't think
Sometimes I ain't
you
gonna lie. Sometimes like with certain things, my mouth would get slick, and I'd be like, "You might want to tread lightly now. Be careful." I would say shit like that, but at the same time, so we were still moving normal. Everything was like going, like just going with the flow. How everything, just picking up back with how everything used to be, and then, hey, he just did it. I was like, "Yep, there it is."
I want to talk to all the women out there, the weaker vessels. I need y'all to understand that apology is not repentance. Apology is I'm sorry. Repentance is turning from my ways. So you don't need a nigga to say, I'm sorry. You need a nigga to repent. Saying I'm sorry shouldn't get him back in the door. Him turning his ways should. Words matter, but they only matter if actions are followed behind them. Because women, I see why the serpent got Eve. Because y'all always fall for the slick talk.
And I see why Eve got Adam. She talked him right into it too. So what?
Oh shit!
What is we saying here?
That's when you pick. Well, he ain't pick her. Adam was the first beta male, so I ain't got nothing to do with him. That nigga turned against God, but that was. But
Yeah, my boy balled up. They got that. He's in that garden by himself.
You made me.
He tired of this shit. You knew what you were doing.
but yo, like, you can't help. You can survive if you can see repentance, but you can't survive off like. And women get mad at the man because he is who he came to be. He never changed. Like she said, I went knowing he's gonna fall. That means she never
You
believed
expect
he
him-
changed.
yeah,
she
you don't
saw
believe
that
him.
he didn't change.
The
She
thing
didn't
about it
believe
is
in him from the
because
start.
he kept coming. It was I took my separation, all that stuff and all that, and then he just kept on saying, I want to change, I want to change, I
Apology.
want to change. No, I'm saying he was saying like he did take some steps because he did go to like therapy for his own self and stuff like that. But I also want to say therapy don't help unless you really want to go get therapy, because you can go sit there and talk to somebody all goddamn day long and that just be all that you're doing. You're not really changing just because you talk to a fucking therapist. So when people sit here and keep on preaching about
You know how I feel
seek a
about him.
therapist, if you ain't really going to therapy for therapy, don't go up in there wasting them folks' time and wasting your money. Period.
No.
But that's exactly what happened. He just went up in there to talk to the nigga, and the nigga was trying to tell him about himself, and he ain't want to listen. And so after that, he thought he was fixing himself.
So why didn't you leave him then when you
What?
saw
What,
he
he was
didn't
in
even
therapy?
he didn't even receive?
No, I mean the
If
therapist
you
had to
watching
work
him
on-
not receive the information and the tools he need, then you see that he's not willing to change.
I was a supportive wife.
No, you
Yes,
won't.
I was.
No, because
I watched him through
you
that.
can't support somebody
not.
and watch them in denial.
What you want me to do? Tell the therapist like hold him down to get him?
No,
speak
you need to get in the
intrusive
car and say,
thoughts?
I don't believe nothing because you didn't receive anything.
I
So
told
we're
him
going to
that.
keep going to therapy until I actually see it work.
Yes, we went through a whole lot of trips and turns before we got to that point where I said when the marriage counselor was his last little hoorah that I went with. At that point, I was already checked out
Why would you even go through that checked out?
because I wanted to show his ass.
Ego
Sometimes you gotta pop out and
must
show niggas.
die. No, you don't.
Yes,
That
you do.
is your nigga.
Yes, you do.
Who's you popping out for?
I showed his ass.
I don't understand. Like the egotistical world.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're not in it to win it. We're in it to make you do what I say.
You know what though? I do have a question for you, and I just have because I know that I thought about this. So you won, right?
One way.
One what? Both
By-
losers.
Stop.
Oh.
I'm on the side. So you won because you proved to yourself that he was gonna fuck up.
I never said I won anything.
No, I'm just asking you.
I didn't feel like I won.
Okay.
My kids also fault. I lost a husband. Nobody's
Right.
winning.
But you popped out and showed.
I proved my point. I knew.
There's no
But why
point
the
to
point?
prove.
Why you wanna
Because the
prove a
fact
point?
of the matter is, if you sit here and say that, like, my thing is I gave you the opportunity. Like, y'all can come in and sit here and say y'all gonna change, and then y'all start showing action, regardless of if it's not really change in you. You can sit here and say, oh, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do this, and go through the emotion like you're going to change,
Mhm.
and then still do the same shit because you got a cheating disorder or whatever your disorder is.
Yeah.
You still got I gave you the opportunity to prove your change. And if you did not, then hey, what more can I do?
That's what I'm saying. Like when you're married and you're really not one. Like when a woman always got to go to their child, they go all out and they don't give up on them because they say, that's my child. They see that child as one with them. That came out of me. If you took that same approach with your husband or your wife, then you would go about it a lot differently. Meaning, I don't want you to fail because we fail.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want us to keep going back here and there just because, nigga, you ain't changed. No, you ain't changed. No, we want to win together. If I'm the person that needs the help and support, then help me. If I hurt you in the midst of me failing, I'm still your one. When you picked me, you said till death do us part, sickness and in health, better or for worse. Are we in it just for the better? Are we in it just for the rich? Are we in it just for the health? Because everything in life could change on you.
And not only that, you look at people who've been married 25 plus years, 30 years. It wasn't peaches and cream. They
Hell
done went
no.
through
Hell no.
a
They done been
whole
through some
lot
shit.
of stuff.
Oh,
And they had a
I-
good,
But
had a good stage at that point.
yeah, but they still chose each other. They chose to
Chose
fight
love.
for each other. They chose to fight for their marriage. And if you look at them now, having 30, 20 plus 25, 30 years of marriage, their marriage is beautiful.
They more happier.
what
Yeah.
what is worth fighting for more than love? I'm curious to know. Cause that's the only thing that you would lay your life down for.
Yeah.
I would say love, but also yourself.
Yourself.
That's still
That's
love
still
of
love.
self. Like that's the
Self-love.
only thing that you would lay your life down for. The people you love,
Yeah.
yourself. Like this is the stuff that you give up. You ain't laying your life down. These niggas rob me. You know I'm down to die for my chain. Hell no, I ain't. Yeah, all that shit.
Come get
That's
this bitch.
right.
You come get,
I hand it to you.
love it, but if nigga if he got a gun and your kid there,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
or your wife there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh I gotta die. I might have to die today.
Somebody
Yeah.
gone.
But that approach does not happen in a real like.
Because people
everybody
don't,
got options.
but now
They
people don't
got
value.
options.
People do not value relationships. Marriages. Since we talk about people don't value marriages. When you look, if you look on social media,
Mhm.
so many people talking down on
Them
marriage.
the likes
Yeah.
and love.
It's
and
no
SDMs.
positivity about marriage. And if you grew up and you come from a broken home,
Mhm.
and then you look to your left and you look to your right, and all you see is people saying, oh, well, you might as well be single. It ain't even worth getting married. Then, I mean, how would you know how to fight for a marriage? Or why would you know, or how would you be able to see the value in a marriage? People don't value it anymore.
And that is the problem. It's just that we don't, like Planky said it, like options are an
You
illusion.
got people fooled.
It is. It's
So-
a huge
It's a
illusion.
fucking illusion.
Yeah.
When you actually
Ooh.
find somebody that makes your heart beat,
They don't care about you.
That's a beautiful
your
thing.
options, and then you get out there and try to find that shit, good luck.
Good luck with it.
Good
Yeah.
luck with it. Cause that shit ain't easy.
Yeah.
But and then anybody that's suffering with a cheating disorder and you cheat and that person take you back, you cannot let a hurt person dictate the process
You will become a yes man.
of taking you back
Mhm.
and trusting you.
Mhm.
You cannot let a hurt person dictate how they take you back and trusting you. Because because I fucked up, you're not, and you willing to take me back. I'm not giving you my passcodes to my phone.
Not gonna pay for that the rest of this relationship.
I ain't paying for a day when you took me back.
I think
Yeah.
I would. I would.
You're
So
not
what?
getting
I
me.
You
would-
just talk about it's about
Well,
her.
you
Just-
said
I
what?
mean,
I would give if I really want to be with this woman and if I messed up in that way, I will give my phone.
Oh, so that means you
because
stopped
at
cheating.
that
ain't got
point
the
you do
disorder
want to
no
make
more.
her
Huh?
feel
You ain't got
secure.
disorder no more.
Hold on. Go,
I don't
go,
got the
go.
what no more.
You ain't got the disorder no more.
Disorder what?
If you gonna give your phone up like that,
What you mean?
the disorder.
No,
You don't
he's
have a
saying that
cheating
he's
disorder
willing.
anymore.
If he
Oh.
cheated on her,
Yeah, I'm
Just
saying he
like-
got rid of
oh.
his shit.
no, he talked about I'm not doing it anymore, and now to get her back.
I'm gonna do everything to prove to you that
But I'm
not
saying
gonna do
like even niggas do that shit right there and still be cheating. So
it. Unfortunately.
yeah, so it's like
He's talking about being sincere with it.
I
yeah,
do-
yeah,
oh.
yeah. I'm talking
I'm about to say
about.
niggas do shit like that and still
Yeah.
be on that fuck shit.
Yeah, I mean, you got those guys out here, but then you got the ones that are serious and they have to be like, yo, like,
That's a
This is-
beautiful thing. Then that
it
you
is.
want her, you love them.
yeah,
You should never give your passcodes up to no woman because she hurt.
why not?
A hurt person can.
What
'Cause
y'all got to
what-
hide? Y'all should have shit locked.
But why
anyway.
are you,
What you
are
got-
you
why?
not going to try to help this
Why
woman?
shit locked?
Help this woman.
That
The
that-
process, I'm gonna give her the time she need, that whatever she need to support her.
But won't you
once
just
she-
ask her for support
Once she
too,
take
throughout
me,
this whole process?
once she take me back, you ain't getting my passcodes. I'm not
Well,
putting no
now-
tracker. We're not tracking my location.
No, I ain't with all
We
that
ain't
tracking
doing
location,
that. No,
but
yeah, that's
if y'all
a little-
together, if
That's
y'all if you
extreme.
trying to make amends with shit, why do you have anything locked up?
Yeah,
And
because you're not teaching her to trust you.
It's
You
not
teaching
about
her-
trust.
it's
That
not
is
about
about
trust.
You to
transparency.
come in.
It's
Yeah,
about
that's
making
about
her
trust.
feel secure.
Yeah.
No. That if you taking me back, my job is not to make you not. I'm training you on how not to
But
trust
what
me.
do you have your
No,
phone locked
no.
for? What are you
Okay.
If
doing?
you gotta train her
What
to
is
trust you,
locking
that sound like
transparency?
manipulation. a
No,
little bit.
That's
manipulation.
transparency.
No, manipulation is asking me for my fucking passcode.
Hell, go ahead, take it. I don't care.
So
Yeah,
why?
if you ain't got that-
Why does she need my passcode?
Why not? What
No,
you
no,
got
I'm
to hide?
asking you why, because she asked for him.
To make
She
her
should
feel
have
more
it.
secure.
I mean, you didn't place doubt.
To make sure what?
Hold on, you didn't place doubt in her
make
life
her feel
already.
secure.
Oh,
Anyway,
wait.
it's your fault.
Make sure what?
To make her feel secure. Now, it's a difference if, okay,
What do
you
you
got
mean make her feel
listen.
secure?
Make her
It's
feel
a
comfortable.
difference if you give her the passcode and she has it and she chooses that in herself, you willing to give her your passcode, that action in herself will make her feel more secure versus them that action in herself. Now it's a difference
tell you
if she's
something. That right
always
there is a
using
big
that
thing.
passcode, going in your phone,
That is a-
searching, looking for something.
That is a big thing.
Now that's
because
something different.
You found
Yeah.
out
Why the fuck do you need
a
my
person-
passcodes?
a person
if your idea is not to go in the phone.
It's just showing, like he
Man, let
said,
me
you're
tell you
being
something.
transparent.
The time-
you're
the
showing
time
that
will change,
it's
that's
nothing
all.
to hide.
No, Weezer?
times and change. You want to know who a person is? All you gotta do is go to their phone. That's it. That'll tell you who a person is every time.
I get that
And that's
part.
why people gotta lock their phones because they don't want certain
But
shit out.
tell me how you help her trust you again by giving your phone.
Not only do you help her, you help
You
No,
yourself.
you gotta
Because-
help yourself
because you
too.
done
You
placed
gotta
that-
help
because
me
you-
understand
because you
how
done placed
you
that doubt in
giving
her
up
life.
your passcode is helping her trust you.
Because that's showing that this is unconditional.
That's training her never to release what's making
But
her
why
feel
are we
secure.
training?
No,
Because
it's
she
not.
would never
No,
trust you.
No, that is
That's you
something.
supporting her.
You're supporting a bad habit.
No,
Wow.
that's
How
what
is that
we're
bad?
not
She's
saying she's
a bad
going
habit.
to your
Supporting your
Cheating
cheating
phone.
disorder. She's supporting your cheating disorder.
What are you locking shit up for?
That's
Yeah.
no, I don't support a bad habit, and she's not supporting my cheating.
Okay,
behavior.
but
You
what
gotta
are you
she's
locking?
trying to,
she's
she's
You
supporting
still
supporting
not
me in a
answering the
way.
question. What are you locking shit up for?
But
then? if
what
you
you
got
mean?
nothing to hide,
I
why
have
you locking
everybody have a pass. I had a passcode before I cheated. Everybody has a passcode on their phone.
shit? Man.
That is a fact.
Wait a
Who
minute.
don't?
Wait a minute.
But
I'm
Wait a
just
minute.
asking who don't
Wait,
right now.
Wait, hold on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, 'cause
Everybody
my
here do?
phone be
Of course,
pocket
yeah.
dialing
You
phone,
single
so I
and you
lock
got
my
one, right?
shit.
Yeah.
You single and you got
I,
one, right?
yeah, because your phone
But
be
wait,
dialing
but
shit
wait.
when you don't lock
Why
it.
would you
money
not
in
want to
there.
give her your passcode?
Because I'm not trained. I'm not gonna go and
And you
feed.
still-
I'm not feeding into her insecurity.
Why does it have to be
You're not
insecurity?
feeding
You
her
don't make
insecurity.
women. You don't make women strong feeding into that
You're
insecurity.
not
That's not an insecurity.
You're not
She
feeding
just
it.
said to make me feel
Hey,
secure.
guess what?
That's an
So who
insecurity.
And I
who
said
placed the
transparency.
insecurity
You're
in her
making
life?
her
You
feel
by
sec-
cheating.
You're making her
I
feel.
agree with you. I did place that insecurity in her life. I can't get it out of her by
So what
playing
would you
along
do?
with
But
her.
you're making
So-
Yes,
so
you
I'm
can.
gonna do
Yes,
everything-
you
So all
can.
you gonna do
But
everything
you're
it takes
making
to
her
get it out
feel
of her that
secure.
you
What
know
would you do?
put it
Hold
in.
on.
What would you do? What would you do?
We're gonna,
To-
if
to
you're
do
gonna take me back to normal,
I gotta trust your
we're
word.
gonna go back to normal before I cheated.
Wait. No,
But
no,
you
no.
want her
to
Let's
come
go
to the
back
house
to your
and say,
Hey,
Hey,
wait,
analogy.
we can't do this.
Okay.
We
That
was
shit
talking about
delusional as hell, bro.
Go.
Let's go back to your analogy about going to court. Now you got to go to the terms of the judge.
Not him.
Right.
Not him.
Give up the phone.
Not on
No,
dude.
because
Give up. Give.
No, you're switching it
do
all up.
I am. Yeah, I am to make
I'm
it work
saying
for me.
what she do if I gotta get out the house for a certain X amount of time, I'm going to do that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to do my time
Yes, you are.
and then volunteer for community service.
Yes, you are, because that's called
If
probation.
That's
if you
not
love
That's
her-
called
if you
probation.
love
That's
her-
not happening.
If you
You
love
did
her,
your
you
time.
you're gonna take the initiative to do all that.
Yeah.
Fuck, it don't matter what you got.
I
to do.
love her enough to show her I'm not
So your
catering to
ego, so your ego
Wait,
in the
come
way.
y'all.
then.
I
Your
love
ego.
her enough
This nigga
to
willing
not
die
cater to
behind that
her
phone. He said he
bad
only got
ways.
he willing to die
That is
behind that
not a
phone.
bad way. That is not a bad way.
So
Just
your ego
because,
get into
Right,
in control.
right, that-
No, I know when you cater to a woman's insecurity, what happens.
you're not catering into
I
her
seen niggas
insecurity.
cater to a woman insecurity so bad that they start losing respect for the man. I seen women more respectful to the nigga that was fucking over her than the nigga that actually compromised himself and did what she said to do.
Well, that's more of a picture of that woman.
That's that woman.
Yeah.
That's that
That ain't got shit to
woman.
do with you.
If y'all let a woman lead y'all with her insecurities, y'all fucking crazy.
You're not
She's not
leading her.
leading.
You're not leading. You're making her feel secure. You're making her feel
That
secure,
relationship
making
will
her
not last.
saying, you know
No.
what, I
It ain't
love
gonna
you.
last.
I'm
It
choosing
No.
you.
It ain't gonna last
No.
once you fucking cheated. So
I
just go.
promise you, it will last the way I do it.
No,
Well, that's
How
selfish.
you do it?
No.
How you
Because
do it?
No.
I'm gonna give her time to heal. If she take me back, I'm not going back. I'm not giving you my phone.
Yes, you have to because you have to prove that
You have
nothing.
to.
You have nothing
Don't
to
put me
hide.
in that.
You have
You
nothing.
have to.
being
You too.
transparent.
If you have nothing
I'm
to
not being
hide,
transparent.
if you have nothing to
What?
hide,
But
then you
that's
give her the
all
code.
You ever when you take me back, there is no clean slate.
Fuck no.
So you're gonna always hold me accountable.
That's
you-
not
hey, would you
holding
give her
you
a clean
accountable.
What the fuck is it?
Hey, reverse it. Would you get her a clean
Hold on,
slate?
hold on. Come
Again,
on.
listen.
Cause she
Again,
gonna
it's
have
a,
your
again.
ass
Wait.
Listen,
Hell
it's a difference. Okay, say if we together, right?
Mhm.
And you give me, you like, here, this is my passcode, and I'm like, thank you. Now I had a choice where I know
To
his
go in your
passcode,
phone or
I can
not.
go into his phone, but if I choose, like, you know what? I don't need to go in his phone. Just the action of you being willing to give me the passcode is making me feel
In this day
secure
and
of, you
time,
know what,
shit
he
done
is
changed.
changing. He is trying to work on himself. He is
No,
committed to
And-
this
and
relationship.
See, that's the problem because you said he is changing. No, I'm going to give you time to see that
No,
I
I said
changed.
in this
I'm
day
not
and time-
getting in a situation where you're
No, I
I'm
said-
not getting.
I said
you're
this
not
day and
taking
time-
me back, and now you're going to train me on how
No,
you feel.
I said in this day
Get
and
the
time.
fuck
You
out
just
here.
don't
that it's
change
big to get
overnight.
somebody your
It's a
passcode.
process.
That's why I
what
say
said.
time away. If you can't, that's why I say you need her to be able to have a real conversation.
Time
well, then
about
you
it.
looking at years
Time
time
away,
away,
nigga. If
because
you-
when you
if you
really,
couldn't be
if
faithful
you
with her
really, if you
real,
really, if you really,
Hold
if you
on.
really got a cheating disorder, you truly got a cheating disorder, and it's some deep stuff, and you talking about some time away, you just don't get changed in a week.
Yeah,
you
that
just
shit
don't
don't
get
happen.
changed in a month. It's a process. So you
It
looking
is.
at some years of some
Yeah.
time away.
It
Yeah.
is. And when I come back, I'm not giving you my fucking passcode.
But it's so
Well, if it's
crazy
some
how
years, they
you
don't
wanted
even come
so
back.
much
What the
empathy
fucking
for
business?
your cheating disorder from the woman that you hurt. You wanted so much empathy
yeah,
from
yeah.
her, but
Well,
yet and still
no,
you
no,
would
no,
not
no.
provide her
No.
with
Yeah, I
some
need it.
sense
I
of
need it.
security.
Yes, brother.
We're gonna take a quick break on Me and My Big Mouth podcast. Welcome back to Me and My Big Mouth podcast. I am Tuck. Let's get back into this hot topic. Bitch, you didn't get my passcode.
All right, hold on. Let me just say something, and I guess I'm speaking for myself. Before any of that stuff happens, when I get into a relationship that's like that, you got my phone anyway. Why? Because I don't got nothing to hide.
Boy, you lying like hell.
No, I'm not. I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. Nah,
Man.
I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. So
Anybody,
got my phone
anybody
whenever
willing
you
to
want my
give
phone.
up their phone?
It's big though because I'm telling you, that's who
get
people are.
you because what happens is you want her to, you almost like you want her to show I'm sorry. So you're gonna
You gonna do everything it
compromise your integrity
that's not compromising
Two.
your integrity.
to secure her insecurity.
Yo, you fucked up. Now
And
you gotta
I
fix
did.
this.
You put
I
the
did.
insecurity in
And
her.
before you take me back, don't take me back if you ain't truly forgave me. Because
That's
if you asking for
manipulating right
if
there.
You
That's
I
manipulating.
said don't take me back if you ain't truly forgave me. Because you cannot tell me you forgave me and then ask me for my passcode.
But you can't commit the crime and then you dictate the
What you
terms.
I did
of
the
reconcil-
time already.
What
No,
you got
but
to
you do the
hide,
time
son?
and
Why
then
you
you
can't
gotta
just
do
give
the
up the
probation.
passcode?
Because
What?
I'm not about to feed that demon. That demon just don't stop there. You stay
What
out.
else can she do?
You stay out late.
So let me ask you: if all right, so if you take her back, can she? Can she then once
I'm
you
not-
hold on? Once
Go
you
ahead.
take her back, can she then still stay out late? Say she cheated on you, can she stay out late with her homegirls the next day?
If I take her back,
Yeah,
you damn right she can go out with the homegirls.
the next day, stay out late.
What you mean the next day? You act
I'm
like
saying after
she
you just
came
said
back.
once you take her back, all that bullshit stop.
Do you know how much time will go on by the time I take her back?
It ain't gonna never work.
So my question-
When I'm walking in my walker, yeah, bring your ass back, baby. I'm ready for you.
So for your cheating disorder, you want support, right?
Huh?
So what about her insecurity disorder? You gonna support that?
Yeah, by
Okay.
showing her how to deal with it.
How would you deal with it?
You
I need you to talk.
Can't tell her about how to deal with no
to deal with
insecurities.
No. I need
A woman?
when you're feeling insecure, come talk to me.
Okay, but
Come
that's
talk to me.
but
But you're
So
not
to
gonna
the
compromise
line
me because you can't get over it. Come talk to
So
me.
You
then what-
did it!
Hey, well then when she want to talk about the same shit over and over, then you gonna get irritated and then you gonna get
that,
mad.
and that is something that I can deal with because
Man.
she
You can
needs.
deal with that, but not get that phone up.
No,
You can deal
because
with that,
I'm
but-
not
Yeah,
gonna.
that sounds like you got something you still want to hide,
Yeah.
brother.
Mhm.
No, I can talk to you. We can talk all your problems out, but I'm not feeding that bean.
how much do you love her?
I love her a lot.
Then give up the phone.
I love her not to let her fall in that insecurity.
That's her problem. That's her problem.
Not the
Give up the
insecurity
phone.
created.
If you love her, give up the
You
phone.
didn't put the insecurity in her.
So
and
what
it's her
happens
fault.
when the time you went out and you cheated and she take you back? She don't want you to go out no more.
Nine times
That's
out
your
of-
fault
nine
because
times out
you
of
cheated.
10, you
So
just
you're
don't
not
go
gonna-
out.
so you're not gonna go out anymore?
You
Like,
put
Wait a minute,
yourself
wait a minute.
just gonna
into
Her
cheat one
insecurity
night.
is you going out with your homeboy. Do you now say, "Hey, look here"?
Oh no,
fellas,
that shit stop right there. Because
I
if I was
don't-
doing
I
it if I
can't
met
fuck
you,
with y'all
you're not gonna
forever.
stop me.
I can't fuck with y'all until she get over it.
But could you?
Well, I know
give it
niggas
to-
like that.
can you-
Niggas
can
stop
you
hanging
give
with
her
their
a time,
homeboys when
like
they
a
get with
stipulation
women like
with
that.
it?
Huh?
Can you give her a stipulation with it? Like, all right, look, I know you feeling some type of way. I'm gonna give you this little passcode, but we're not gonna keep on
That
going
yeah,
on
every
like
day
this
checking
way.
my
Right.
shit. Yeah, that's
No.
different.
We're not gonna, but you just all.
There's
off the
no
rip, like, fuck
compromising.
that.
If I'm asleep, you
This
want to go through it,
relationship.
do
But
your
I
thing.
think I think those are two different things because if you're offering to give up the passcode to your phone and she's choosing and she's like, you know what, he gave me the passcode, I could trust him. She's choosing not to look versus she's saying, you saying, oh, I want to go hang out with boys. She's like, oh, well, now you can't go hang out with the boys. In that context, then yes, I understand what you're
It's
saying.
the same thing.
No, from the way my perspective, how I'm looking at it, no, it's two different things because it's one, you're offering to give up the passcode. She's not saying, oh, you
Right.
got to give me your passcode. You're genuinely offering.
it. Yeah.
You're
That's a
offering.
difference.
That's different versus she actually coming
Nah,
to you
give me
and
the
she's
goddamn
saying,
passcode.
oh yeah, give me the password. Or she's saying, you saying, well, I'm
Okay,
gonna go
so-
hang out with my
so-
boys. No,
okay.
you can't go hang
Oh,
out.
how about this? So I got to go and so the way you offering, so should I allow myself in order to go hang out? Hey, in order to hang out with the fellas, let me get my girl approval. Because I'm offering her suggestion whether I can go or not.
You don't
This
get
is
her-
how betas are formed.
You don't get her approval. You just let her know, hey, I'm going out.
Yeah, I think that's a sign of respect. Just like
Letting her go out, no. I know.
So
I gotta talk to
So
the
is
lady about
beta
that.
and alpha, is that ego?
Huh?
Like when you in them terms, do you think that's ego?
No, because one's a leader and one's not. One's a leader and one's being led. And when you ask me for my passcode, I am being led.
How?
I'm
That
not
is not
compromising
true.
my leadership in this household.
that's
I'm
not
sorry.
true. That's
You
not-
compromising when you fucked over your girl in the household.
I'm not in the household after I did that.
For one, a true leader.
You
if
let
we're
these
gonna
hurt
talk
women
about
lead you.
leadership, if we talking about leadership, for once a true leader, they're gonna do everything that's necessary to make their woman or feel secure. When we talk about secure, a lot of times we talk about in the financial aspect, but it's also making her feel secure emotionally, making her feel secure mentally. That's a true leader coming in and saying and trying to dictate, oh, well, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. Just because you giving orders and bossing somebody around, that don't make you no
You
leader.
gotta be emotionally intelligent. So
Yeah,
And then you
you're
still
right.
forgetting another step when you come back. Like when y'all have that separation period, there's still a whole nother step of adjusting back.
Back.
to
Yeah.
being
Oh,
together.
like-
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so this is really good. How do I make somebody feel secure?
It take time.
Yeah.
It take time.
they're gonna watch your
Do
ass
they
off.
have to do the work themselves?
Yeah,
Yes,
they do.
yes.
They do.
So how
Yes.
do I make them secure?
You just
no,
show
you
and
just
prove
do.
every
You
day.
just do what
It's
you're
a
supposed
combination of
to do.
both.
You do what you're supposed to do.
Every day. You just do the same thing.
And then
that
at
you're
some
supposed to
point,
do
you're gonna get tired of her.
I swear,
if you doing
I-
right
I
and then you
promise
get shit.
y'all got the recipe to fail.
No, it's not.
I
a
promise
recipe
you,
to
y'all
fail.
do. Y'all got the recipe to fail because you can be, she can be secure. You're a flawed human being. So is she.
Right.
We're gonna make mistakes. Once you make that one mistake, she's back to square one with her insecurity.
So fucking a girl is a mistake. You think so?
Definitely a mistake.
That shit ain't a mistake. You thought about it. You
Well,
It ain't an
planned it, all that
accident.
earlier
shit.
you
It ain't
said-
an
but
accident.
earlier you
It ain't
said-
a mistake.
But
never-
earlier you
that's all
said
the
when
shit
men
you made.
cheat, it's a process and it's premeditated. So if something premeditated, that ain't no mistake.
At
It ain't
all.
an accident.
That's a choice.
But it's a mistake you made.
That's a choice.
We made plenty of mistakes. But I'm saying you cannot feed that insecurity in somebody. It just grows.
Yes, you can. And
It's
this is
just
why.
insecurity grows
If you
feed
want
it.
her to
Listen.
help your cheating disorder, you gotta help her insecurity.
Yes, you have to.
period.
And that's just how I'm gonna help it. By not feeding it.
and
That's how
That's
you help
what
it.
you think.
she ain't gonna
You
feed your
can't
shit
tell
and leave
her
you
what
alone.
is going to
That's it.
help
That's
her.
all she gotta
And in
do.
reality, all you gonna do, you thinking you helping her by not feeding her insecurity. You think you not feeding, but in reality, you are feeding.
You make
This-
it work.
Right,
this-
because
it's
she's always
people-
going to question it.
This is the thing.
Cause then she gonna
It's
turn into a
people.
savage and hurt your ass. You gonna be sick.
It's people that listen to motivational speeches every day.
Mm-hmm.
That motivational don't last but 3 days.
That's a damn lie.
That bitch
It-
lasts a day. One
You
day.
need discipline.
You do.
Not motivation.
Discipline is
No,
everything.
you need both because
Nah, you need discipline.
You need
Discipline
both.
I can,
is
motiv-
what-
I can motivate
discipline
you right
is
now. You don't listen to me.
Motivation ain't.
Hell no.
You need both.
You
You
need
that-
both.
No, you
That's
need
why you
discipline.
see-
I agree with
People
you. You need
jump-
discipline
People
is all you
jump from
need.
church to church, man to man, looking for inspiration and motivation.
Because everybody's
I-
different, so
but
they're
when
gonna
you
get a
got
different word
discipline,
from every single different
That's
place.
that's the solidest shit you got.
You need both.
Okay, what are you being disciplined for? And this is why I say that, because I was in the period of isolation, right? Isolation meaning I had nobody to turn to but myself, and I had to figure out a way that I had to get some positive stuff in my mind. So I would have to listen to those motivational speakers every fucking
No,
day.
you got discipline.
That's because
with
you ain't
yourself.
got discipline.
No, you have to be able to apply the discipline, but you have to have that inspiration or that spark that is going to be
No.
in your head, so that you don't think about negative things that are in the environment.
I agree with you. I think discipline is just all you need.
I
No,
said
you need more
motivation.
discipline.
You need motivation, but it's not sustainable. Discipline.
That's why the discipline comes
That's where the
play.
discipline comes in.
You giving her your passcode is not discipline.
Yes, it is.
That's motivation.
Discipline.
Inspire me. That's how
Must
she
have
said, because he
discipline.
offered it to me, it showed me something.
You got to get.
How about me not
You got
cheating?
to
No,
get
that's
to
just
show
a
you
great, that's just
something?
a great gesture. to
How
show
about
that
you be
won't-
selfless
That's what-
in your
that's what
relationship?
motivation is.
Yes.
How about
Help
you
out.
be selfless in your relationship? What goes on in your relationship is what is between you and,
And
your woman, and don't nobody else got to know about
And
that
don't
shit.
feed her insecurities, break them.
You not feeding the
Break-
insecurities
break a bitch
because
down.
you
Let's
both
go.
have to be vulnerable.
Break 'em.
You both have
Don't
to be
feed
vulnerable.
them, break them.
No,
When your woman gain weight and you gotta keep lying,
You love talking about fat bitches.
but like if your woman gain weight and you keep lying, because this is how people get people. This is how even trainers get people. They know that it takes discipline
Mhm.
to get the results you want.
But
Right.
But I need a trainer to motivate me. And they look the same with the trainer. But no, they look terrible once they get away from the trainer. They fall back into it because they relied on his motivation every day and did not require the discipline. When you get discipline, you don't need the trainer because
Not
you
a good
got it.
trainer, then.
I just broke it down the way you needed it.
No,
He's not a
and
good
yes.
trainer.
Here's
No.
the thing.
With him, they're successful. Without
because
him,
a trainer-
they're not.
Well, guess
that
what?
means they have a motivational speaker every day in that gym.
Yeah.
But when they don't have him, she did not pick up the discipline because she relied on the motivation.
So you saying she need discipline? Like, so you saying her wanting your phone, she ain't disciplined?
At all. It's every day that she know my passcode. Is how. But if I was to change my passcode,
Oh, she on
what,
your
what,
ass.
what's gonna happen?
Oh, she on your ass. What you hiding?
Back to square one.
You hiding something?
What
That
what
is
are you
not
hiding?
discipline.
No, this is totally different from
But
discipline.
why you change your
This is something that
passcode?
you
What?
did.
Who, ain't nobody been in your phone, or you ain't got nothing to hide. What you gonna change it for?
If she can't get
so you just want to wake up and change your passcode for no reason?
After a year, I said, all right, I'm not going to give you access to my passcode anymore. I did nothing.
Why?
What in
I-
the
That's
world?
stupid.
I
Why?
did. So she have it forever. That's stupid.
That's your wife.
Yeah.
But if
What's
she's
your
never,
wife?
looked in your
wife.
phone, if she's never looked in your phone, then what is even the point? For
What
you
do you
to feel
hide?
like
How would I
that
know?
You need to change.
Bruh,
What do you know? What are you
play
hiding?
Devil's advocate with you, like what you just said
Just
about
be
the
on my
whole
side.
thing.
You gotta play
I-
devil advocate to be with them.
When you said about like how long you have it and having it for like the whole year and all this other stuff and seeing like, okay, I get that. Like eventually, yes, it does have to stop. Eventually, yes. And that's when I was saying about a trainer. A trainer, yeah, you're going to be good with them, but a good trainer is going to show you how to be good without them.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And you know how you do that? By letting you be on your own with it.
Discipline.
Discipline.
I still have to like wing you to get to that point though. As a trainer, I have to get you to that point to be able to be dependent on your own.
No, what he does is he inspire you to do better. And then hopefully you take the tools
You
that
got
he
to be
gave you
self-sufficient. That's
and then
all.
apply them by
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
I see people
Yeah.
do good with trainers, and once they don't have them, they fail because they didn't pick up the discipline.
Yeah.
Because motivation can carry you a long way if you keep having it. But once it stops, discipline supposed to kick in.
That's true because you're not gonna always feel motivated to get up
Nope.
and work out.
It take
but
discipline
if you
to
have
take your
that
ass down.
discipline, then you can be like, darn, let me go on and go work. So,
But
yeah,
everybody
But
ain't
they
built
do
like
teach
that.
you that structure.
That's
though. They
true.
do try
Everybody
to
ain't
teach
built
you how
like
to be
that.
That's
disciplined.
They do.
And that's the
And
thing about
that's
it.
me. I'm the trainer. Hell no, you ain't get my passcode. You gonna work it out, baby. Every day
See?
you gonna
Nah.
feel. Every day you gonna feel
Where's
more
the
and more
motivation?
trustworthy of me.
You put
How?
the
Every day
motivation
you're gonna
part.
feel
How?
more and more trustworthy because I'm gonna be consistent in how I move. I'm not gonna cheat. You ain't gonna see patterns of cheating anymore. You ain't gonna hear shit.
just because you don't see them, don't mean you ain't
Just got
doing
better.
it.
Man, it's too many
So
ways.
you
to
see,
cheat
see,
now.
you see how you will always feed that shit,
Bruh.
That's cause you say
Bruh.
you
got
can't
better.
never you can never win if you feed insecurities.
So if your
She
girl,
just said
Fuck
just
me
because
over
you
twice,
doing the right
yeah.
thing don't mean you're doing the right thing.
Hold
So-
on, so you if you have your girl password, just say y'all just sweet, and then she just all of a sudden one day change. What you gonna think? Change her password.
No, if she did it just all of a sudden, no, I say I'm gonna go to her and say, yo,
after 1 year,
I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not doing this shit, period. But if we entertaining it, all right, you good? Cause I ain't been doing shit. I'm just gonna take my passcode. Watch if you think that shit works.
so do
She
you,
gonna lose her fucking mind.
But
So
that's at the
would you
same
take
time
her
for you to be
passcode?
like, all right, you know, obviously it still bothers you. I'm headed on out. Or whatever you're going to do on that point. At that point, it's on her.
it is on her. The ball is in her court.
No, you say no. You agree with once at a certain time.
At a
okay,
certain time, yeah.
this shit need to stop.
Yeah.
If it at a certain time, thanks for being on my side.
Don't.
At a certain time, it needs to stop. That means it never should have started.
Well, how about if
No.
you married? How
That is
about,
a fact.
Well, you never shoulda cheated.
Well, how about you just don't have no passcodes at all? If you married,
Right.
she
you
don't
tell
need
me
to
that-
have no
that- no, that's what I
passcode.
feel.
He don't need to have
No,
a passcode.
no, that's what I feel too. If y'all married, it shouldn't
Right.
be no fucking passcode.
It's no
nowhere.
passcode. Just because you don't have no passcode don't mean she gonna go looking through your phone.
Yeah.
Or just because we don't have it don't mean he gonna go looking through our phone if it's trust between the two of
I've seen where my woman tried to train me to put my phone down when she put hers down.
Oh,
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I'll put
Yeah, that's
my
bullshit.
phone down wherever the hell I want.
Right,
to,
yeah, that's
whenever I want
bullshit
to.
right there. Like when
It ain't
you,
nothing
when you see
personal.
fit for me to put my phone in, when you done scrolling, I'm supposed to be done too. Fuck
Well,
that.
hell no.
Look in your peripheral when you're laughing at some shit in your phone, and look how your woman.
No,
is.
you
I
catching
stopped
that
doing
evil
that.
eye.
I stopped doing that because
Like, look, he's still compromising.
No.
You stop laughing.
no, I stopped looking from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you show us
See, now
sometimes.
that
You
right
show us
You still gotta
sometimes.
show 'em.
See, that
No.
would be
No.
my problem.
Yeah,
If I'm
I am
laying
showing her.
down and you sitting here, you like, look. You don't leave
Yeah,
me
then she
alone.
gonna get irritated because you wearing it with this shit.
And it's just all about making a person feel secure. As men, you should
You gotta feel
want to
secure
make
anyway
your wife
coming
feel.
in.
Yes.
But when you should want to make your wife feel
only-
secure. As women, it's things that we do
You shouldn't be in
to
a
make
relationship
a
and be
man feel
insecure.
secure.
Only-
I'm not talking about
I'm
insecurity.
secure.
It's two different things.
Secure in safety, you can't make somebody be secure in their emotions. They have to work on their emotions. Emotions always come and go. So even if they're feeling that strong about you today, they might have seen something on TV that bothered them.
You have
And
a
you'll
part,
catch an attitude
Yep.
because they don't know how to deal with their emotions.
you have a part in her emotions. Believe it or not.
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
do.
do.
Yes, you
Can't.
do.
You can't.
Yes, you.
Yes, you do.
Oh, your actions getting change her
As a
emotions.
man, you supposed to take care of your woman's emotions.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yes.
No, no.
What's wrong?
You
Yeah.
supposed to love your woman,
Uh-huh.
but catering to her emotions. You cater
Nobody
to a
said
woman's
cater to-
emotions
Nobody
cater.
said cater.
Nobody
in
said
order to
cater.
secure you catering.
Nobody.
No,
said cater.
no, you're not.
The verbiage.
You-
the
This is-
verbiage
this
You're
is
matters.
how
taking
niggas fall
care.
for
You're
fake
making her
tears.
feel safe.
This is how niggas fall for fake tears. Cause I see women when you lose an argument,
Oh Lord.
they jump into crying. Now you don't want to have that argument anymore. Cause of her emotion.
No,
Get the
that's-
fuck out of here.
That's different.
No.
That's a fucking action.
No.
You
Like I
We
seen
gonna still
men,
talk about
I
it.
seen men compromise the truth because they don't want to hurt a woman's feelings.
yeah, I saw that too.
If she
This is when you're securing somebody's emotions. You are willing to compromise the truth.
If
No,
you
that's
see
stupid.
she's
That's
crying,
stupid.
come
You
on,
do it
let's
all
hear
the
about
time.
if you see she's crying or she's in an emotional space right now, yes, I feel like you should take a pause, take a break. That doesn't mean that you forget about the issue. That doesn't mean you still don't have the conversation that needs to be had, but you're going to wait until she calms down so that she could deal with her emotions. That way, when you come and have that conversation, she can respond in an appropriate way. Just the same thing for us women. If we have concerns or we have things, it's a certain timing of how when we should bring things to you all and express things to you all.
Now I see why men be at the bar drinking, staying in the
Don't wanna go home.
garage. Because if I am the lead to your emotions and how you deal with them, I am fucking miserable. If you can't control your emotions at any time, that's a fucked up relationship.
No. So you feeding too much into it. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm gonna be totally transparent. When all that talking and shit is going on, I'm here. That shit going in this ear, not the other. And I already got my script on what I'm gonna say.
You know what you gonna do?
yeah.
Yep. That shit already in your head.
And I'm out. Like, who gives a fuck? That's what I'm that's what I'm saying. But I'm like, let me just make her know that.
Go through the motions and make it feel like she getting what she wants.
Right.
No.
I'm not. That's
That's
too much work. That's when you start drinking all that shit.
Because you can hear your woman talk about somebody else and you be like, well, she ain't really do shit. What the fuck you tripping for? That's what I do.
I do that too.
Some men be like, yeah, you right, baby.
You right,
No,
man.
no,
You
no,
right.
no,
Yeah,
no,
them
no.
dads,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't like that shit.
No,
They just
uh-uh.
agree with
Right.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
No, because we can have great conversation
He knew better.
by disagreeing on some shit. Great conversation, not conflict, but just
Yeah.
great conversation on disagreeing on
This
some
is
shit.
why
Talking to the
yo,
right
yo, shout out to you, work husband, because this is why y'all are so
That's
successful.
why they win.
Because you cater to her. Damn, he did you like that.
Right.
He
Then-
he called you a bitch.
Then he buy
Don't know that you was in his face, motherfucker. You weak bitch. Well,
Hands,
but you a woman.
hands
You-
in the face and shit.
I would never do a woman like
So
that. It don't
pretty
matter
much-
what you say.
So
Then he
pretty
gonna buy
much y'all
lunch.
want women. Y'all so
He
pretty
do.
much a woman should be able to
Be
be like a man.
No, a woman
have
should-
emotions like a man.
No. A woman should have self-control like a woman.
Shit. That's
The way you
Possible.
are self-controlled at your job, you can be that way at the house.
Obviously, she not a
no.
You
they
can be
can't.
that way.
I
Nah.
agree. But
I see
She
women
ain't
go
got no
cry
goddamn
in the
control.
break
If she got a
room.
work husband. She
Right,
right.
nigga.
If she got a work husband, she ain't got no control with the job.
No, but I'm talking not.
Oh, you
this
talking about
case.
with the job.
I'm talking about when you go cry in the break room or you cry in your car because your boss pissed you off. You know how to be self-controlling then, because he ain't catered to your feelings when he told you the truth that hurt him.
But when I come home and I'm coming home to my husband, I should be able to express my emotions. I should be able to be vulnerable where I can cry and just and let it all out.
That's
to him.
fine.
I should be able
I
to
ain't
do
talking
that.
about you releasing. I'm talking about when you're asking me to compromise for your feelings. Because you feel insecure in me, I need to give you my passcode. No, that's not happening. But let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, because we just gonna agree to disagree.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. This is one of the ones that this is why I did this show. Right here. Cause I hate this. Being in a relationship too long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how you be with somebody 20, 25, 30 years and walk away who is it out there that you think that's gonna know you?
It ain't
as
even
well as
about that.
person?
Nobody.
It's not even about that.
Some
it's
people
about
be unhappy
you.
though, man. Like you don't want to be miserable in no damn house where you're unhappy.
Yeah.
too.
Why you can't find that happiness?
Because
You
was
had
ne-
it.
You lacking something.
it was never meant to be. That's why. That shit was false. Trust me.
Yeah,
I'm
you
talking
had-
on
you had-
experience.
You had a
I'm trying to tell you.
representative.
Been in that motherfucker for 20 years, sitting there thinking like, damn.
I don't
You just struck a
know.
nerve.
I don't know.
But
I
FT
think
Johnson
I'm-
got mad on you.
Go on.
No, I'm just
My
saying.
boy, hey, my boy need a release.
You
Nah,
want to
for
talk
real.
about it?
FT
Look,
Johnson. Shit.
Nah, for real. Like, yo,
Yo,
this shit, you like, God damn, like, I could have been doing this, that, but now I've been fucking with this motherfucker right here. And now,
you know why y'all them long-term relationships fail? Because they look at them as a job
no,
and not a service.
no,
Yeah, the kids,
No.
they grown now.
They look at it as a job
No.
and not a service. That's why you said everybody always say relationship is hard work.
It is.
They look at it as a job and not a service. Like if you ask the average 9-to-5 person
Mhm.
that's been on a job, like they be like, damn, this motherfucking job, boy. But you ask a person that served in the military, they
Mhm.
say it with pride.
right.
Because we see a relationship, them long-term relationship, as a job instead of a service. When you serving each other, we don't say it with pride. Like I don't understand, like when you're in that type of relationship for that long, that means something.
Yeah, it ain't. It's a reason why you there that long.
Yeah.
Right.
It's something there.
Yeah.
Might not be all the way there.
I don't
but
know.
it's
Some
something
people would do it because they feel like I'm supposed to versus I want to. I'm
They
doing
got
this
comfortable.
at will versus
Yeah.
I'm doing
out of
this
obligation.
complacent.
Uh-huh.
But they truly don't want to do it. And then some people stay in the relationship because of the kids. And so once the kids, they get grown, they're like, well, shoot, the kids grown now, and they end up leaving their spouse.
Or they be there too long because of years. It's like, well,
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 5 years. Ain't no need to stop now. Might as well keep going.
That's called a deadly routine.
there.
That sounds like a job, not a service, but a job. I hate. This is the weakest line I've ever heard people use. We just grew apart. No,
Fake ass shit.
you just let love die.
No, sometimes
You
do
just let
outgrow
love
it.
No.
You gave
No.
up. is what
You
it
just
is.
let
No,
love die.
sometimes
You
you
didn't
do
grow
outgrow
apart.
people.
Yes.
You let love die.
How you outgrow somebody you been with all them years?
Because
Hey, look, now it sound like we hit a
maybe
nerve
when
over
we
here.
met,
Well,
All right. I don't
Yeah.
know. You sound like
You want me to answer that?
Yeah, how do you grow
you
apart?
can. You
Because I'm telling you, we should have never been married in the
I'm about to
first
say, yeah,
place.
you just ain't never liked that person from the get go.
Nah, it was just two people
Nigga died
that
child
was,
support.
that's just different. Oh, shit.
Wait, 18? Oh yeah, I'm out of here.
It's just it's just like two people that really ain't have no business being together in the first place. But
20 years?
because you work,
That's a long
Because-
goddamn time
because
to
you
figure
work,
out that shit.
you work at it, right? You work at it. But in this day and age, after 20 years or whatever,
You give me 20 years to get some shit right, I'm gonna get it right.
I swear to
I
God.
don't know.
I got it right out of the first 5.
You give me 20, I won't get it right.
If we ain't got it right by then, we
That's
just
if you let love die, you stop caring.
No, but going
said
back
20
into
of them.
growing, how you saying growing apart, people can grow apart. I'll give you a
They're
good
growing in
example.
front of you. How do you grow apart when you see?
You can. I'll give you an example. Say if I'm married
Mhm.
and say me and my husband, we got married, I can use, okay, we both doing a certain things, certain behaviors we both enjoying, we both doing. And then say, okay, I find God. Right. And I brought God into my life. And now I'm trying to live a certain way. I'm trying not to do certain things. But he hasn't found God. And so he's still doing those things. Now, because I found God and I'm living a certain way, now I'm vibrating on a different level. So the things that we were connecting on when we got together, we no longer connect on. So in that aspect, yeah, people can truly grow apart.
And when I
Yeah.
Now, that's different. Now, that's religion.
No,
Like,
no,
that's
no, it
a-
ain't.
But
Because
that's still-
it made it even worse. Because once you find God and you vibrating on a higher level, you got more grace for somebody.
Sure do. Your grace still went up.
There's levels to that.
No,
There are levels
let
to
me do it.
spirituality.
Let me do it because you
This-
said it.
No.
You said it.
Hold, let me
When
finish.
you, no, you,
Because now,
you already
you're not
finished.
gonna twist what I'm saying now. Hold on now.
What you? How did I twist
Let
it?
let me finish.
Let her cook.
You're right. When you do find God, you do have grace. But also, if we look at the word, we cannot be connected to things or to people that pulls us farther from God. So if I'm still being in this marriage, and yes, I have grace, and I'm saying, hey, come to church with me. Hey, let's do these things. And I'm trying to introduce, but you like, nah, I want to do this. I want to do this. You need to come do this. And you trying to pull me back into that life, then unfortunately, yes, I have to go my separate ways.
The Bible says that if your husband stray apart, but you are with God, your house will be blessed. That's the Bible. It don't tell you to leave your husband.
What book, what chapter, and what verse?
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I'll definitely send it to you. The Bible said, all you Bible
mean,
readers out there,
Yeah.
that even if your spouse is not with God, but you are, your house will be blessed. That go for man, husband, or wife.
And not only that, though, but if you look at it, if we talk going back into leadership, if the man does not have a relationship with God, he cannot truly lead. He cannot lead because he got to have a relation to truly lead. He got to have a relationship with God. You both got to be equally yoked.
He can lead that household without being in a relationship with God.
Yeah, he can leave that.
Not
household.
properly, he can't.
Why?
He can't. Not properly, he can't.
He may not be able. He may not be able to lead as far as when it comes to Christ, but as far as that household, his position don't change. God said, "Man above, not a holy man above woman." He said, "Man should rule over woman."
But he's not connected to Christ. He's not connected to God.
But you can't change the order of God. Even if you're not connected to Christ, God said when Eve ate from that tree, a man will rule over his woman. That was your punishment. It does not change. Just like you will have childbearing, the curse of childbearing, you will feel labor pains. That still goes on. So I'm gonna send you the verse because it's clearly stated that your house will be blessed even if your person stray away. And your action and your obedience to God could bring that person back.
And that's what I was gonna say.
Yes.
Okay.
He could be using you and that person.
Well,
for both
okay,
of
and
y'all,
that
because he
okay.
could be challenging you to stay strong in your faith as well as leading him to be strong in his faith.
I got it.
When people are together for that long, I'm gonna give y'all the key. It's like the number one key, and it's really easy. Never stop dating each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is just that simple.
There's more to it.
Help me out, brother. 'Cause, I mean, if you can help the people, help me.
20 years.
He trying to tell you something.
I'm
about
trying
how
to
to
tell.
make
Well,
it work.
so I guess I
Nigga
could
couldn't
say
fix it in front of you.
no. I guess I could say that in my case
20 years.
because we got married young
Uh-huh.
and it just became old. We grew apart, and as you get older, you figure out who you are, and it's like I ain't feeling what she doing. She ain't feeling what I'm doing. I'm wasting my time.
You know what I thought? You know what I thought was dope, and I would apply it. Like when you're in long-term relationships like that. Now I know anniversary, that's a little cheesy. Why not make you? Won't you make you and y'all two love a holiday? The way you can invite family over to celebrate y'all love.
Because I probably don't like her damn family.
That ain't the point.
That sound personal.
I see why he ain't fixed this shit. He gonna have like he a big.
Don't fuck with them motherfuckers.
I mean, I'm looking at Thanksgiving. I don't know why the fuck we celebrate Thanksgiving because they dined with the Indians and then took everything.
I truly don't know why they did because they African.
Right, so I'm just like,
I mean,
why can't you pick a day you could bring friends and family over, but just make it a celebration of y'all love.
That's what a wedding's for.
Stop dating. The wedding don't have to stop.
I mean, I'm just saying that's what a wedding is for. You supposed
But
to
you have
a
that
big
one time
ceremony.
out your
I'm
life.
just saying it's supposed to be a big ceremony for a reason. To declare love
But
in front of the masses.
step on my shit.
I'm
trying
just-
to
I
get
mean,
you
I
some
think
new
that's
shit.
what I've been down.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
I like that. That's a nice
That's
idea.
why people, when they renew their vows, they bring in
Mhm.
family again. They bring in those people.
You gotta pick and
This
choose.
ain't nothing new.
You gotta pick and choose.
New to you.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta
You
pick
put
and
that
choose
new out here.
who you invite to your holiday now. Because you had niggas coming on there like, man, I don't know how the fuck this nigga celebrating this bitch. You know he cheating, girl. Why the fuck? Let's go this sad ass holiday. But no, seriously, I want to do that shit. I might do it in 2025. Create my own fucking holiday to celebrate our love.
That's unique.
Yeah.
It is.
It's kind of like celebrating your anniversary with others.
Mm-hmm.
It's like celebrating your anniversary with others. My grandparents used to do it.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they had it right.
That's
How
why
long
it
they
ain't
stay
nothing. They died together.
Damn.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Problem solving skills is one of the most, this is so vicious. Like when it comes to like relationships, nobody wants to really problem solve.
No, that's
Everybody
not true. No.
think they have the answer, Sway.
I-
Everybody look at it like everybody wants you to bend to their agenda.
My second time around, I don't look at it that way. I'm always open. There's always some kind of communication,
That's
some
it.
kind of
Okay,
discussion.
yeah.
Second time around. First time around, no. But I learned so much from that time around.
Yeah.
It's just making me 10 times better. That better spouse, the person that's in that relationship that will be empathetic, transparent, and just understand this is more important than whatever's going on outside. Because at the end of the day, this has to be my salvation.
Right. And guess what? Everybody, your problem is my problem.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Your problem is my problem.
that's true.
If we are truly in it together.
Yep.
That's true.
Ain't nobody working on shit by themselves with a team.
You
Yeah.
can't pop out and show me shit.
Yes, it can.
Ain't nobody
Because
Because you
Bigger
just
than
put a
us.
mirror. You ever see these people that talk about how they man ain't shit and the last motherfucker won't shit? I'm like, that's because you ain't shit. How do you keep having a pattern of ain't shit? You are attracted to that shit because you ain't shit.
Things you gotta work on yourself.
Like, when you talk bad about somebody, you're talking bad about your resume and how you pick somebody.
That's a hard pill to swallow, but it is true.
It is. Like, every
It's
time you
true.
discredit your ex, you look stupid
Yeah.
because you picked them.
Well, that's not always true. Because you can pinpoint their flaws, and then you can also, like, I can sit here and say the negative things about my ex, and I can also speak very highly of the same person.
If you can pinpoint their flaws, then why you pick them?
Everybody has flaws.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, if that is a way to down, I'm talking about people that talk shit about their ex. If that is a way to down somebody, and that is what eventually let y'all go, if you saw them, why did you pick them? Now, if you got flaws, when you point out flaws, they should be to us, not to the world. Now, I'm just saying, if you talk shit about them, it's still a reflection of you, even if you're telling the truth. You still picked them. Finally getting y'all over here, getting y'all starting to get it over. All right, nothing. All right, yeah. Is everybody in here single? You single? What are some of y'all relationship goals?
Y'all can go first.
Anybody? Y'all quiet now.
Gotta get in one first.
And that's what I was gonna head to. You cannot have relationship goals if you're not in a relationship. That is your goals. And the reason you are disappointed is because they didn't meet your expectations. You can't start relationship goals until you're in one. You can't say what you want your man to do, what you want your man to be, how much money you want your man to make. You have to get a man and then make relationship goals. But you come in with expectations because you got goals of your own. You ain't got goals together. Still trying to get people to bend to your agenda.
Because at that point, you're putting expectations on them that they know nothing about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. One of the other things is, women, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Stop telling men what you want from a man. Stop giving answers to the test of you. The best thing you can do is make him inquire about you. That way he can learn you. But if you tell me what you're looking for, I can be what you're looking for.
That is so true.
Like, I don't understand. Like,
That is so
I want a
true.
man to do. I don't know. You don't.
That don't work for me because I'm kind of slow, for one. So you need to tell me what you want.
No.
And no, wait,
If
wait,
you're
wait,
really
no,
interested,
no.
you will inquire.
Yeah, you gonna ask.
I know who I
questions.
am. You got to tell me, and not only do you have to tell me. Once you tell me, then I have to want to do it. But if you don't tell me, I'm fucking lost in the sauce.
See, that's the thing, right? This is why you
Mhm.
don't love each other, right? Because if I tell you what I want and then you do it, you're only doing what I want.
That has nothing.
Yeah.
That ain't a
no,
relationship.
That has
That's one side.
That's
no. That has nothing to do with the frequency or the vibe that we have that makes me fall in love with
If
you in
I-
the first place.
If I'm a person of few words, but you want a communicator, I'm gonna, even if I try it, I'm gonna struggle in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, take a person out, find out through not conversation, just through the way they react. Study who you're dealing with.
Well, I can still study you, and you still tell me what you want because that's going to help me navigate better. Because I know what I'm looking for.
I see both points.
I see what you're
I
saying,
kinda
but
I gotta agree with you too. I just think it'd be so dope if you went like on a, I don't even know if this is even possible. Can you go on a non-verbal date
yeah, you can.
where you just doing things? Can you make it a good day without? I mean, you just doing things and trying things to see if this person like this person like. Not saying non-verbal completely. Just
Like
trying
the
to
interview process, like asking all them damn
questions. Yes, not doing all that. You get mad, ain't you? Get on your damn nerve with that shit up.
I think once you get to a certain level in your relationship, then you should do that. But like starting out, you just gonna waste your time. Starting out. But once you get comfortable with that person, and then once y'all want to get to that next level, to that deeper vibe where y'all could have non-verbal communication for real, yeah, do that.
I don't know. I feel like that whole, like, where it's not a structured conversation flows better. I don't
Yeah.
want you to be asking me all these
Yeah, I
questions.
The
because
impromptu,
You asking me these questions, I feel like you trying to dig, and then you getting information that you may not even process well. You might take it and you try to turn into like, oh yeah, I want her in this way, but you don't really genuinely want me. You're doing like, you're changing yourself. You're not even being yourself anymore. You're being who I want you to be.
To win her over.
To win me over.
Yeah, and people can tell you. You ask questions, they can tell you what you want to hear. I
Mhm.
think if it's a natural thing, just through conversation,
Yeah.
what I've learned is a lot of times when you just listen to people talk, they tell
They tell
you
you,
exactly who they
mhm.
are.
Mhm.
You just listen.
Mhm.
All right, let me ask y'all a question. If I had a chance to interview y'all ex, what would they say about you?
No, you got to go. You got to go ask her. I don't know.
Yeah,
you
a
got
lot
an
of
ex? What the
things to
fuck you
say
talking
about
about?
I don't know. Like,
I mean, if you
I
just
know
guess,
what
if
I'm
you're just
saying.
guessing.
I don't really care.
Oh my god, he on that shit.
I'm just saying, like,
you
I
just showed you cared, nigga.
No, I don't care. It's like,
So say if you had a chance to interview, if I had a chance to interview your ex, what would you think they would say about you?
I know
It
I
just-
get
I get a good
one.
review.
I get
Yeah, I would too.
astounding.
This
I'm
motherfucker
fucking
is-
lying right here.
He lying. I'm not.
I guess I'll get a good
I
review.
won't get no good review. You ain't gonna get no damn good
That's
review.
how we are.
I'll get a good review. I mean,
I
this, I
would
mean,
I will.
They'll say Dick
I did a whole lot.
Derek was great.
Oh,
That guy said it.
I think if you
That guy
interview
said
my
it.
ex, he would say that I'm supportive.
Uh-huh.
I'm passionate.
Sound like I'm interviewing you.
I'm supportive. I'm passionate. That I'm good at problem solving, and that I'm gonna tell you things that help you. I'm not gonna tell you things to harm you.
What's the cons?
My cons probably would be that I do struggle.
Overthinking.
Not even with that, because I overthink, but I'm also the type that I overthink, but I don't share or react on my overthinking. But it would be that I do struggle with, of course, vulnerability, but also with being affectionate. Like the way I show my affection to the man I'm with is by the things that I do for you. You know, so if it's someone who their love language is they like to be touched and stuff, physical touch, that's an area that I'm not necessarily strong in. Now I can be sexually intimate with somebody, that's different, but just coming up and just being, you know, just rubbing on you and touching, that's something that I really have difficulty with doing. So
if I had a chance to ask my ex, she would say that a great man, good outweigh the bad, but his bad can be bad. Meaning like he's a high, but he also has a low. And I don't think that low would ever come out of his system. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people see greatness in you, but it's so many times you can put them on a roller coaster.
You gotta get off that ride sometimes.
yeah.
Right. So even if you're good, and your good can outweigh your bad, that bad hit different because the high is everything is beautiful. If I had a mid, then the fall wouldn't be so far. But if I take you this high, like if you're super in love with me, when I do something to drop you, you really feel
That
it.
shit hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You really feel it.
Most people don't have that mid.
Mm-mm.
Most people, they got that high or that low.
Yeah.
And you got like some people know, oh shit, it's getting ready to go low, but you can't even do nothing about it.
Yep.
Which is
Money issues. This is another component that destroys relationships, especially when it comes to women and carrying the load. All right, man, I'm just sorry. Women are not built to carry a load. Financially, running the house, it just does not, it takes them out their element. Women tend to not be as soft when they handle all these things. Their superpower is not masculinity. That's fake shit anyway. Their superpower is that femininity. And the reason they have to change, first of all, you know you shouldn't be leading. It's once you get the job, you have to change who you are. I've never seen a soft woman boss. Like they have to put on they got to wear masculinity to feel like they need to do this to get respect. I hardly see women that hold shit down, kids, job, and be soft. You always got to be a barrier breaker to reach that little girl that's in her. It's always walls you have to tear down. She's really soft, but she has so many walls up because she feel like this is who she have to be to survive.
yeah.
So even if you didn't put those walls up, I can understand why I have to go through them. Even though I hate it, because those are not my sins. Them the sins of another man. But I understand when a woman is used, and then it's when they're running shit, they get addicted to the power of being able to do and move and say what they want. So even when they like a guy, they're scared. They hesitant to move in. They're hesitant to let him lead because they used to doing shit. Now some women just want to give it to them. Now if you're a woman that became this way and got hurt, then you're gonna be hesitant with every man to give relinquish power. But this is how you miss out on good people because you don't see who you're becoming in the midst of doing all this shit. Self-evaluation is everything.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Like, and then the way the world works, like men are supposed to be providers. But this is how they've been able to separate us as a family. They make shit so high, make wages so low that it takes 2 incomes now to get a good, decent household.
Mm-hmm.
and have a good, decent life. So, women out there, I see women that will let a nigga pay everything and their check be for them.
That's crazy.
That's
man.
crazy.
Oh.
That's crazy.
I seen a nigga let a nigga work his ass himself to the bone
That's
before she
crazy.
pay a damn utility bill.
That's crazy.
And she just keep all her
Times
money to
change,
herself.
baby.
All,
Shit ain't the same no more.
What
but
would
just
Nino do?
because you relinquish money, don't make you head of the household.
Mm-mm.
That does not work like that because in our household we don't worship money. This is our money and it's for the house.
That's right.
But most people think if I'm going 50-50, how the fuck you gonna tell me what to do, nigga? Because we're not gonna go 50-50 when this intruder walking this bitch, is we?
Might just have to.
I don't know. Depending on the type of woman you got by your
I always say this. All right, Jess. I checked last time. You go downstairs and check this time. You like this? You the man? Like that shit don't. Ain't
We
no
go
50-50.
together. How
Get
about
the
that?
fuck out of here.
We go together.
No, I'm gonna be mad as hell. I'm about to shoot this whole motherfucking house up. So if you down there, you might want to leave now. But to tear everybody up in this bitch. I
And-
gotta get up.
And the way to save your relationship is understand the enemy you're facing. I honestly don't know how a relationship can survive without God in it.
Mm.
I really don't. How and we can deal with it a little better because we're older because it ain't as much a part of our life. But dating in a social media era
Mm.
That shit hard.
is constant attacks
Yep.
by the enemy.
Every day.
You can like one picture of a fat ass, and that shit is in your algorithm of fat ass
Oh,
every
wow.
time.
That should be crazy.
Oh,
Like, damn, I
man.
can't believe I hit this
Like,
picture.
these motherfuckers listening or something like that.
For real.
Every time you're in the algorithm and you're getting tested. Women, I'm pissing you off. You post a picture. Hey, beautiful. I ain't called you beautiful all week because I'm bad at your ass. Damn, you look good. Fuck you.
In the inbox.
Like in a social media era, how hard is it to survive it?
You gotta be mentally strong, and you gotta be able to say, "Yo, this is
gotta know what you want.
fake," and I'm getting ready to turn this fake shit off because I got something real to deal with.
Sometimes you gotta take breaks from social media.
I've never done that, but I see a lot of women do that.
Yeah.
I'm lying.
I
because
need
Oh, Instagram.
I need to know. I need to do that shit. I swear I
Yeah.
do because I've noticed a notification. You hear that little buzz? I'm like, gotta go get that. Gotta go get that. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
I'm
Mute
past
it.
that now.
Huh?
Mute it.
Yeah.
You say you muted?
Yeah.
If I hear it vibrate,
3 days, three days out of every month, I go off of there. When I do my fast, like I do a water fast, just water, and then that way I don't want no distraction by social media. I get off social media. I do that for 3 days in a row out of every month.
Yeah. Everybody has their own way. Like I know that it's just not relevant to me. It's only as relevant as what I want to make it, and I'm the one that's in control.
so we're gonna end this like with how, like, I just want to ask y'all, like, if y'all had to give advice to like saving somebody's relationship, what would be one of the things you would tell them?
You have to want to be with that person, and from wanting to be with that person, you come up with a plan first for you to be the best person that you could be, and then your best influence could help that person together and help that person as an individual.
Anybody?
I would say that you both have to be committed enough and willing to do the work. Because I know a lot of people feel like a relationship should not be hard. It should not be hard work. But the fact of the matter is, when you bring in two different people together with he got his baggage, she got her baggage, and now you bringing it together as one, it's gonna be hard.
Mhm.
But if you guys are committed to doing the work and you keep the love that you both have for each other in the forefront, then I do believe that you can come out on the other side successful.
And this was one of the best. I heard a story. I forgot the guy name, but I think he in the Nation of Islam. He told a story about a man. He had came home, and his watch was broken. So when he walked in the house, his wife asked, babe, I need some money to get my straightening comb because my hair too long. He said, baby, I can't afford it right now because I need this watch for work. So when he went to go get the watch, he said, well, let me sell it and get her that hot comb. And then when he got home, he walked in the door. The woman's hair was cut short because she had sold her hair to get him the watch.
Oh, wow. Selfless.
Wow. Yeah.
That's love.
That's
Yes,
say it
it
again.
is.
That's love.
That sure is.
So when he asked, why did you cut your hair? She was like, to get you this watch. He said, baby, I already gave you the hot comb. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
Like, so
that's beautiful.
it's crazy, but that's called loving
Yeah.
and serving and
That's called
selfless.
not communication, because now her ass ain't got no hot comb, and he got and he just sold his watch for it.
I bet you that nigga and her was smiling for a long time, laughing at each other.
They was in
Because
love
they was
all over
both.
again.
They was both in it to win it for each
Yeah,
other.
they was both willing to sacrifice.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what it is.
Oh shit, sacrifice is there, bro.
Yeah.
What about you, player? You got anything you want to help the people with?
What advice?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Don't say go to counsel.
No, I wouldn't say go to counseling. No, I wouldn't say that. If it's something you really want to do, then you know you're gonna work for it. If it's something you don't want to do, go ahead and hurt that person now versus dragging them on and hurting them in the long run.
Mr. Fuck Love is
Hey
dead.
man, I just think you should just be secure. Both parties should be secure and know what y'all want. Have a common goal. It can't
That
be
shit's
just-
important too.
It can't be
Yeah.
just one.
Having a
one-sided.
real goal bring you
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
dog.
Yes, it
Like a
does.
project or anything,
Mhm.
that shit bring you closer.
Short term and long term.
That's it.
Mhm.
Well, I hope we saved a few relationships out there. I doubt it. But this concludes another episode of Me and My Big Mouth Podcast. I am Tuck. Follow me on all platforms, all streaming platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on all of them things. You can follow me. Also, subscribe to this YouTube channel and go get you some merch from BigMouthBrand.com. And that's it. Go.
No, you can just follow me on Instagram at _Jess_Michelle_.
F. Terrell Johnson. You can follow me on TikTok at Terrell_J.
Damon, you can find me on Instagram at Mr. Tuck_88.
I don't have nothing to plug.
Gin and Juicy.
What?
I'm going to put it there anyway. I don't know if you do. And I'm out.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time.